everyone, it's that day of the week again, and that same time of the week where we come together to talk about the woman. Welcome to Woman to Woman. I'm Adorable Adesuwa Osawagi. Are you a confident woman? Do you have what it takes to be confident in yourself? What about your self-worth, your self-esteem? How are you going about it? What I've come to realize in the course of time is that building self-confidence is your duty, it's your work, it's what you're supposed to do for yourself as a woman. No school will teach you that. No finishing school will even teach you that. Even when they teach you how to be confident in yourself, how to carry yourself, your courage and all of that, even when you are taught, do you think you have it? Do you think you have what it takes? Do you think you can practice it? You know? So it's something that is inbuilt, but there are some steps you can take, you know, to perfect that confidence in yourself. So today we're going to be looking at self-confidence vis-a-vis self-worth and self-esteem. So I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have with me a public relations practitioner in the house, and we're going to be talking together on this issue. So join me as I make welcome Dorcas Onoge. She's also a counselor. Peradventure, you have 1, 2, 3, or 4 issues when it relates to women matter and young girls especially. So she can do all of that. So Dorcas, here we are again. It's a pleasure to have you join me.
Thank you for having me here again.
That your smile, eh? I will come and borrow it. I want to use it.
No problem. I'm glad to give it to you for
I want
charge.
to use it. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So, as a woman, what does self-confidence mean?
Self-confidence is being confident in yourself.
How?
In relation to your talent,
Okay.
your skills, whatever thing that you know how to do, that is its self-confidence.
That's fantastic. Now, let's do a little bit of practice now. You know, sometimes you walk into a room and you can tell, maybe you walk into a room of about 10, 15, 20 women thereabout. And when you walk into that room, you can easily tell the one who is suffering from self-confidence. So as a woman, what are those steps we should take to build self-confidence?
Thank you very much. You know, in time past, our society has conditioned women to be quiet. They've conditioned women to the point that we all believe that their place is in the kitchen and the other room.
No, not anymore.
In the time past.
In time past, yeah.
And that thing has made many women to want to be withdrawn. When you have self-confidence, they see you as an arrogant woman. But that was then. Now times has changed, and you can see that women are beginning to break records in various fields. We have a very good mama in the person of Dr. Konjo Iweala. Yes. Women like that, there are not so many of them, too numerous to mention. So that was then. Now we have people that can come out to become who? To break record in their field, in new areas. So that is it.
Okay, so a woman who is suffering from self-confidence or self-esteem or self-worth, what is that woman supposed to do? What are the steps that woman should take?
There are a lot of things one can do to build self-confidence. There are a lot of things. But first of all, the person have to be determined. No? I keep telling people, when you don't know that you have a problem, even when the solution is staring at you, you can never recognize it. So
even when the solution is staring at you,
you cannot recognize it. So the first thing first is for you to realize that you lack self-confidence. And what is next?
Before you go on, how can a woman just know that she doesn't have self-confidence? Because there are some persons that you will see, but they won't talk. Does that mean she doesn't have self-confidence, or she's just on the quiet type? So how am I supposed to know that, look, oh, self-confidence, you don't have it?
When you cannot talk in the midst of people. Not that you cannot talk when you are one-on-one with somebody else, somebody that you are very close to. But once you are face-to-face with people, it's like everything jumps up from your head.
Okay.
Nothing remains there again. You are unable to express yourself with confidence. Something that you know very well, you not find it difficult to express yourself. Somebody talking to you, you are shivering. Things that you know, because of low self-esteem or self-confidence, you cannot now boldly go and correct that thing that you know that is going wrong because you are ashamed, or somebody will say something, or you may not do it well. Thereby condemning yourself by yourself
already.
Yes. So with that, those fears, those thoughts just rushing through your mind will make you to withdraw. And that shows that you don't have self-confidence.
Okay. So you are going to tell us more steps.
Yes.
You just said recognizing the fact and accepting the fact that you don't have it.
When you know that you don't have it, and you have the desire to develop it,
okay,
then you have to have the determination to work towards developing your self-confidence. The first of, there are a lot of things we can do, but
please tell us.
Yes, I want to list some, but in no order. Just listing them in no particular order, I mean to say. So, one, you have to read books.
You have to read.
You have to read. Read, just read.
Any book, or inspirational books, or educational books, novels? Any
kind of book.
Just read.
Educational books. Yes, if you read educational literatures, you will learn something. If you read the spiritual books, you will learn something. If you read professional books, certainly you will learn something, because with that, you are going to come across things that you never know. And when you keep reading and you keep learning, before you know it, one thing about learning is this: when you are doing that, you are learning something new on a daily basis, unconsciously to you. You don't really actually know that you're actually making advancements or making developing yourself in the proper way.
You have to be consistent.
You just be consistent, and before you know, you will find yourself in the midst of people. You will think they know this thing, but when the question is popped up, you realize that you are the only person that knows this, and before you know it, that will give you confidence. I have been in a seminar, and that was the first time I heard about SWOT analysis.
Okay.
When they asked that question, I was just, what is this?
What is SWOT?
And one lady in our midst just answered up, and she answered, the confidence in her that day.
Sure.
I was like, I noted it. When I left there, I have to go read about it. So what I'm trying to say here, when you read, it gives you one kind of confidence, even though you're the type that doesn't talk, and you find yourself in the midst of people that ordinarily you won't talk where they are talking. But because you have developed yourself, you have learned new things, you have read about those things, you will say it with boldness.
Okay.
And at that point, before you know it, you have just developed this, you will not become the center of attraction. Okay. Why? Because you have learned things that nobody knows about, and that is in the midst of the people you find yourself, and you are able to say it out. That one is one. Another one again is to surround yourself with positive people.
Okay.
Surround yourself with people who have confidence. Like begets life. When you are in the midst of people that have confidence, as you find yourself constantly in their midst, they rub off on you.
Let me break it there. You're sending somebody like me, who does not have confidence. Just joking. I get that plenty.
You don't have confidence.
It's like you're sending someone who is not confident into a group of persons who are confident, and you think that person is going to make it. Isn't it like sending a sheep into the lion's den?
No. If you remember the first point I gave, say determination. You've already discovered your problem. Now, next thing now, you are determined to change the narration.
Yeah.
So when you find yourself in the midst of people, say, wow, this is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
You easily integrate yourself. Before you know it, their character rubs up on you unconsciously. You won't know.
That's for a woman who would really want to learn, because by nature, ourselves now, by nature, we are jealous. All right? And when you're jealous, you will not be able to face the reality on ground. Saying, those people, over-sabi people. You know that kind of a thing. You would not want to mix
That
up.
one is also a point. I'm coming to that point. We'll get to that point. But
Okay.
first of all, just surround yourself with full of like
Positive
mind.
thinkers.
I love to be a media person. Then be close to media people.
Okay.
I like to be a lecturer. Be close to lecturers. I want to be a doctor. Why not? Lawyer. Go join them. Or you want to be a speaker. You have to be tutored by a speaker.
Okay.
So you have to get close to them. You know, when you desire something, I don't know for other people, but for me as a person, if I find myself in the midst of the things that I like, I easily integrate.
Okay. That means that particular person should be a go-getter.
Go-getter. This is what I want. You know, when you see something that you like, we go to the market sometimes, you see something that you like, you don't mind spending the whole money in your bank account because that's what you want.
That's what you want.
So also, when you come across knowledge that you are desiring to acquire, you grab it.
Okay.
You see the opportunity, you just grab it. You surround yourself with people. The way you see them moving with confidence, you know, the way somebody who wants to learn will look at somebody that he or she wants to learn from. It's not the same way an onlooker that is looking at that person with, it's na sabi. They're two different things entirely. They're two different things. Somebody who wants to learn, we try to look at the person, okay, this is how she's doing it, okay, this is okay. The person will get home and start rehearsing. But someone who is looking at the person like, who is this person? So that person will not learn anything. Everything the person does will not be, sabi the warrior. So things like that.
I believe that women, we are the problems of ourselves. I'll give you a scenario. There was one time I was on air here, and I had this iPad with me that I was using. I don't know, I was charging it because when you're charging and you have the jacket on it, I think it does not connect well. That space for the charger would not connect well, so you have to remove the jacket. So I just removed the jacket and I was charging. And then when I looked at the time, almost time to be on air. So there was no timing putting the jacket back on the iPad. I just came on air, did my business and went away. Guess what? When I went for school run, there's this set of women that was just sitting in one corner and one was like, see Adesuwa of ITV. And the other one was saying, Adesuwa of ITV. I don't know how. I don't watch local channels. For real? In this our Edo, you don't watch local channels. And the woman was like, Adesuwa of ITV. I really don't know how. I don't watch local channels. ITV has been, I do CNN and all of that. Trust me, I know how to absorb such things. I didn't want to say, she was showing off this morning, displaying a certain, let me not do advert for brand now. She was displaying a certain brand of iPad. She was just, I said, are you for real?
Because.
So I now went to the woman. That was what really got me after picking my kid. These are women that they don't have anything to do but to sit there and gossip, condemn. Like you're saying, somebody who is trying to build self-confidence should not be in the midst of such persons. Okay.
No.
And when I picked my kid, I went to the woman and said, I'm so happy that you love me so much. Wow, you love me to the point that you noticed that my iPad didn't have a jacket. Did the iPad come with a jacket? No, I bought a jacket to protect it, So, but I was not, I made my point, but I was not so, though I was angry inside. These women, I want to show them today. But when I thought about it, I said, no. This is our job now, and a paparazzi job. I was like, on a person? No way. But by the time I finished with them, they got a message. And then I think I said something that got to them too. The next day, I didn't see them gather there again. They come to drop their kids. They will not go home. They will just sit there under the guise of, I want to wait for my child to close. And then they will talk about everything under the sun. And then when they pick their kids, they will still not go home. I don't know where those women are from. But thank God, you know what that school did? No. They put one giant notice. Drop your kid and go
away.
So those kind of negative thinkers, as a woman who's trying to build your confidence,
you don't have to be around them.
Don't be in their midst.
You don't have to be around them.
And so women are follow. They don't know
That
whether
is
to go
the thing.
left or go
First
right.
of all, just like what we are saying, you have to discover yourself. Know what you want, then go for it.
Okay.
If you have not discovered yourself and know the lapses that you have, even when they are staring at you, you will not be able to grab
You continue
them.
to be a follow.
You don't have to be a follow. You have to what, distinguish. You see, people who are successful, they are few. Women who are outstanding, they are few. Because only few persons are able to separate themselves from the crowd.
Separating the grains from the chaff.
You can be in the midst of 100 women, but just decide to clear your own path, clear your own bush, take your own path, follow it, and look for people who are in the same line with you. Then follow them.
Okay.
No, this set of people you're talking about, that there are people that are easily influenced negatively. For you to be outstanding in life, you have to distinguish yourself. Know yourself. Know yourself. It's when you know yourself, you will discover that, like this woman I used for example, Miss Dr. Okonjo-Iweala. How many of our classmates are in the same level with her? How many have you heard that? Oh, we are all classmates. Does she not have classmates? But she chose to distinguish herself. So you must not follow crowd. You don't have to follow crowd. You know what you want. You know what you desire. You know. There are sometimes we mirror ourselves. I want to be like this person. I want to see myself in so in 3 years time. You project yourself and you walk. You have to start walking towards it. People will discourage you. They will talk you down, just like you said now, she's trying to show off. Instead of the person to just see the beauty of the iPad and get the message you were passing that
they
day.
Acknowledge me as an
person,
for goodness sake.
Something different.
Negative.
So these are the kind of people, in our part of life, we come across people like this. But you should allow them to. These are the kind of people you have to build your confidence against.
You know, they say teach a child what that child should learn when that child is young.
It will not
when the child is
from
grown
it.
up, the child will not depart. Now,
from
let's not look at it in the secular way now. You see, we have quite a number of women who do not have confidence in themselves.
Yes.
Be it, no matter how educated they are. You know, education is one thing. Like I said, nobody can teach you. All right, it's something that you have to imbibe yourself.
I will tell you the reason.
You know, like, let's look at our young girls of today, secondary school girls, you know, these ones that are just coming up.
Yes.
How do you think we can catch these girls young so that when they become the future, when they become you and I tomorroor, or even better, like Okonjo-Iweala, somebody like Dora Akunyili, oh, there's a woman I love so much, the VC, University of Benin, Professor Lilian Salami.
Yes.
There's so many of them.
Even the immediate past commissioner for head of Edo State. For Edo State.
Okay, yeah.
She's also a
then
woman.
There's another woman I like again, Idia, Professor Idia Ezeyamo, you know, women like that.
Yes, I know her.
Yes, lovely. Then there's Dr. Mary Ahimigbai, there's so many, there's Dr. Lucy, you know, so many of them.
So for that,
how do we get young girls to aspire to be women like that?
You see, one thing I've been doing some research about children, about ourselves, and I've discovered that female children naturally, they are not born to be reserved. Right from childhood, you see them talking. But our society has done us more harm than good. By what? By shunning us. If you see, when you have a male child and a female child, you discover that the female child is only, but every little child will say something, you will shun the child. You are killing the child's self-esteem, you are killing the child's confidence, and the child will now grow with it.
To be timid.
That's how we all grew. We all grow with that timidity. And only few were able to discover that, I cannot remain in this place, let me come out. You know, the environment we find ourselves matters a lot. I remember the environment where I grew up, secondary school. If I tell you the attitude I used in leaving secondary school, you won't believe. But when I left there, I saw life in different spheres, and I chose to follow that line.
You know, some parents believe that as a girl, even today, they do not train the male and the female child the same way. You know, some parents think that the male child is superior. At least I know somebody who just walked away from home because the wife had girls, and say, "Na so girl they born," and the man walked away. And you won't believe it. This man is an educated. Let me say it the way we say it on the street. The man is an educated somebody. You understand? And I was like, "Are you for real? That as educated as this man, he can just walk away from the home. He wants to build another family. I'm just waiting to hear that the new family, maybe a woman gave him a son. Isn't that what you give to the woman that she would give to you?"
One thing about that.
I don't know. So how do we train our girls? You know, talk to parents now. You're a counselor. Talk to parents. How should we train our girls so that they get that confidence? Our time is running up, Dorcas.
Well, for parents, when you see your child talking, or the child love talking, the child love expressing herself, do not shun them. Rather, guide them in the path that they should groom themselves on.
Okay.
Just guide them in that path. When they are talking out of point, correct them. When they are using words that are not palatable, correct them. Teach them the right words to use.
Don't just shut them down.
Don't shut them down.
Okay.
When you build this one in your child, when your child finds herself in the midst of other people, they will be outstanding. They will come out well.
Okay, so quickly, let's run over the other points that you have, because I know you have so many of them. So let's
so
do this in the
many.
next 2 minutes.
Another point again is what? Love yourself.
Okay.
You have to love yourself, no matter how you look, the shape of your body, the color of your skin.
Be comfortable in
Be
yourself.
comfortable in yourself.
Okay, so don't bleach.
Don't see. Some people naturally, without any makeup, they are beautiful. Admire them. If you are not in that category, you don't have to kill yourself because of that. Just love yourself.
Love yourself.
For you. Love you, for who you are. You are not your maker. God knows the reason why he created you like that. Oh, I'm too short. No. I'm too tall. No. I'm too fat. That is your nature.
You should love you.
Just love you, first of all.
Okay.
That one is one confidence. The way I am now, you cannot body shame me that I'm tall, I'm short, or I'm dark.
Okay.
No, you cannot body shame me. This is the best possible me.
I love it.
You cannot change that. You are too dark. This is my color. You can't get it to buy in the market.
I buy charcoal now.
So you have to love yourself.
Okay.
Love yourself, celebrate yourself. That one is one point of confidence, because when you love yourself and celebrate yourself, that one has taken most part of the confidence building that you want to build for yourself.
Okay.
So you just have to love yourself, keep loving yourself, and before you know it, you are building other confidence alongside with it. You are able to come out and talk. When you come out to talk, you won't feel, oh, somebody will say, I'm too dark. Or somebody will tell me that I'm too this. You don't care about what people say.
When you're confident in yourself, when you love yourself, you flow.
You just flow.
Okay.
So when somebody is winking your face or his face, you don't care. Is it because of my clothes? Is it because of my... Then you dress well.
Okay, so what's the last point now before we...
The last point is for you to dress well. Dress well.
Okay.
Wear things that you love.
Okay.
Don't follow trend. You must not follow trend.
Okay.
Wear something that you're comfortable with. So long it's not exposing your body.
Okay.
Something that will give you confidence that you know you can wear to anywhere. That when they call you in the midst of people, you
dress the way you want to be addressed.
Yes, dress the way you want. So you just be at home with yourself. Dress the way you want to be addressed. When you dress very well for any occasion, try to learn how to dress for occasion. We are going for a birthday party. We are going for a dinner. We are going for a conference. We are going to church. Wherever you want to go to, we all have different dress code. So try and learn about those dress code and dress to fit that occasion. And when you come out at any time, before you know it, you can come out when somebody beckon on you in the midst of people, come over, you can boldly go there and do whatever they ask you to do. Before you know it, the self-confidence thing you are talking about, you started building it already, and before you know, you are at the top.
You are there.
Top of the roof.
Dorcas, this is where I'm going to say thank you for finding time to be with us here on the program Woman to Woman.
You're welcome.
That woman, I hope you're going to take all this points seriously. You know, you just have to. You must, as a matter of urgency, ASAP, as soon as possible, do all of this. And you see that confidence that she talked about? You will have it, and you will use it to the best of everything good that you know. And you also use it to help other women, all right? So we'll see you again next week, Wednesday, on this same channel. I'm Adorable Adesuwa Sawage. Bye-bye.